Do they know what does the shooter have to do and how do we avoid this? Because it is a very gray area. I think gray is the right term to use, and I think it makes it difficult for fans. It makes it difficult for the referees as well. So clearing some of that up would help a ton.
Fire to A.J. Warlock.
In a minute that it is not clear, it is not obvious, it is not indisputable.
A.J. Warlock.
Way longer than a minute, and ultimately decide no goal. So Northwestern has the ball, a one-goal lead, and is warming up. Another 90 seconds here. Northwestern 2 for 2 on the power play. Make it 3 for 3. McAllister.
Warlock.
She is feasting on the backside when all eyes are on Madison Taylor. When there's a stoppage in play, it can rattle teams. It can get you out of sync. But Northwestern has recognized when they go early, they have success. Madison Taylor has had her head up all game long. Dishing to the backside, and it's been McAllister who has answered the bell. Her 4th goal in the national championship.
Well, guys, every time she's come off the field, she hasn't had a second to catch her breath because she's getting so many high fives and hugs from her team. She is juicing them up today.
This is the most McAllister has played all season long. Lucy Monroe goes down in the first half to insert the freshman to a national championship game, and she scores 4 goals in relief. Incredible stuff. Now can Northwestern hold on to this 2-goal lead? They've outscored the Tar Heels 4-0 in this 4th quarter. A disallowed goal for Caroline Dade looming large with under 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
North Carolina has found success.
She and if you're Northwestern, you have to have one eye on the clock. This is about protecting this 2-goal lead. And an unnecessary foul in the middle of the field. The Taylor right to the head. That's a yellow card. And Northwestern will go on the power play.
That is a bad foul in the midfield right there. A yellow card and a 2-minute penalty. And they're calling this a check. I'm surprised it wasn't necessarily a green card, which is all so what instead, Addison Patillo, who has been excellent today, 3 goals on 5 shots, is sidelined now. 2 minutes, it is a releasable penalty. What have happened? 2 goals down with 4 minutes to go.
And releasable for those that are new to lacrosse. If North Carolina scores, or if Northwestern scores, North Carolina would go back to even strength. Northwestern on the power play, though. Madison Taylor, we just showed you, no goals, but man, 6 assists has been the difference.
In the title game a year ago, Madison Taylor, despite losing, had 4 assists, no goals. So she is no stranger to being the facilitator when she is being shut off. Her early double teams are going to her.
And Sheehan, if you're Northwestern, are you more interested in killing this clock than scoring a a goal to go up by 3?
No, I think that's where problems happen. You want to make sure you still continue to play. You need to be smart. So you want to be smart because you're conscious of the time, but not play to the clock.
Cumberland sends it inside. Maddie Epke, save made. Lexi Zank. There's still a minute remaining on this woman up. Like Charlotte mentioned, the Tar Heels now out of timeouts for the remainder of the game. Look at the Capital One Cup standings. Teams competing for a combined $500,000 in student athlete scholarships. Capital One. Sanford at 70 on the women's side. A championship for both Northwestern and North Carolina today. Propelled them up towards Capital One standings. Inside the North Carolina huddle. What can you do, Charlotte? Woman down to get a goal.
You want to look for an off-ball with the ball who have multiple members of the defense committed to them. So you got to run an off-ball pick on the backside to try to generate an assistant look because your player down. That's where you are in the even set on the backside. Overload the front side and look for an off-ball action. And I think it's also key to know, even though you hold a player down, you can try and draw fouls. So even if you go to the dodge, if you are smart and think through the ball, and actually I think there are a lot of the offensive players are so talented for protection, draw the foul. He was amazing there. They're shooting close to 58% off the 8-meter. And they've got one of the best off-ball players we've ever seen.
This is unfamiliar territory for Jenny Levy's team. North Carolina, they only trailed 7% this season. They have trailed for more than 20 minutes today, and they're trailing by 2 with a national championship on the line. They are still woman down for 40 more seconds. Eliza Osborne, the ACC midfielder of the year, who's been missing in this fourth quarter, is back on the field, 15 in Tar Heel blue. And she'll start with the ball in her stick. I know North Carolina prides themselves on playing team offense, but if you're going to lose, you'd have to think you want to lose going down with Chloe Humphrey taking your shots. The nation's leading scorer, 109 goals this season, which ties the most all-time in a single season. Back behind the cage, off ball right now. Osborne feeds it inside. Bodine sends it back out. Here's Chloe. 25 seconds on the shot clock. North Carolina looking, really couldn't finish it. Back to full strength. The power play has ended. 2 minutes remaining. North Carolina needs to find 2 goals.
She's been working the assist. This time she takes on two UNC defenders. Looks like a bloodlust.
To challenge Great call, Charlotte. North Carolina is out of timeouts. So even though you can see that puck is clearly draw control win for Smith. But timeout taken. Scott Hiller, the assistant coach for Northwestern and the husband of Kylee Hiller, got a timeout before Smith lost the ball to preserve possession.
You can see him waiting by the box, ready to call that timeout. What a heads-up play. But Madison Taylor has played in this game every year of her career. Delivers that ground ball, delivers the goal, handling the double team. And it's Madison Smith with the draw control. What an awesome game so far. And even that Madison Taylor score, so that one of the new rules this year is with some of the official reviews, what they can review, and that is not one of them, to see if there is a crease violation.
And what a moment this is for this Northwestern program. Who could believe this? In the middle of the country, far from a hotbed for the sport of lacrosse, what Kylee Hiller has built, seeking their 9th national championship. They're a minute and 14 seconds away from it. Monty Hiller, all she does is win. Leads all Division I coaches in tournament wins and soon-to-be national championship wins. She would pass her head coach, Cindy Timschel, for 9 national championships, the most of any head coach in the history of the sport.
Cindy Timschel, who is in the house today. What a moment that would be.
And there is less time on the game clock than the shot clock. So if Northwestern can keep this ball away from North Carolina, they will be national champions. The Tar Heels need a miracle, and they need the ball to even give themselves a chance at 3 goals in the final minute.
What a battle, punch for punch. Northwestern getting the separation.
And Scott Hiller says it best, the assistant head coach, the husband of Kylee Hiller, coming to the Midwest and winning national championships in lacrosse is like building a champion ski team in Florida. And they're 30 seconds away from their 9th national championship. Osborne motoring through the midfield, lost the ball, a collision, no call, 20 seconds remaining. The crowd showed up. People thought North Carolina could not be taken down, but Northwestern left no doubt. Northwestern are national champions. Outscore the Tar Heels 5-0 in the 4th quarter. They leave no doubt. They avenged the national championship loss a year ago to this North Carolina team. And the Sea of Purple can celebrate. Kylee Hiller, a record 9 national championships, the most of any head coach in the history of the sport.
What a moment. What do you Kylee Edwards to break Cindy Churchill's record with her 9th national title. And for Madison Taylor, the senior, in her final game, 2005. Unbelievable, resurrecting this program. Unlikely hero in Gabrielle McAllister chipping in 4 goals. Total effort, 9 of the 14 goals for Northwestern assisted. Only team that's been able to take down this amazing USC target team was Northwestern, and they did it twice, and they did it last on the biggest stage.
Let's go down
She's been doing that all year
Northwestern, the first program to win a national championship on their home field since 1986. The first time championship weekend has come to the Midwest ever on the men's or women's side, and Northwestern leaves no doubt in that fourth quarter. And when's the last time the Tar Heels have been shut out in a quarter? It's hard to believe. Northwestern, incredible. Their 9th national championship. But this one has to feel the best for Kylee Edwards to do it at home in front of this incredible crowd. And let's hear from the Hall of Fame head coach, Kylee Edwards, who's with Annabelle.
Let's go, champ! Coach, earlier this week, you told me in the beginning of the season, doubt set in that you might not even be at this weekend. You're here and you won the national championship. How does this feel?
Honestly, I had doubts that we weren't going to make the NCAA tournament in the beginning of the season, and this group is really, really special. Just to see what they did today. Lucy Monroe going down early. We put Gabby in, and she scores 4 goals. Like, this team is so resilient and had so much belief. They'd never stop believing. Don't ever stop believing.
What is it about this team that allowed you to fight through so many close games this season?
They just loved each other. They loved each other so hard, and it was just a really fun thing. We knew win or lose today, we would have already won because of the experience we had together, and it was just a really special year.
So would you want championship weekend back here again sometime?
Oh boy, yeah. I think this was really, really special. In the beginning of the game, I just said to myself, when those rockets went off on the roof, I'm like, this is my dream right here, to bring this to Northwestern. All the people that have helped us get here, the alums, the administrators, and then all the work that went into this weekend. I'm really proud. I'm proud that the Midwest showed up, and it was a great game today.
Well, let's get you a new hat, coach, and a t-shirt, and go celebrate with all those people.
All right, thanks so much, Annabelle. Go Cats! Hey, Lou!
I'll tell you what, it really is the most unlikely dynasty in perhaps all sports to do it just outside Chicago. And they're flying the W in Evanston. Here's Mike Wilbon, our colleague at ESPN, helping Kylee Edwards national championship. If you build it, they will come. They came today, and they watched an incredible battle. The Big Ten champs take down the ACC champs. For our incredible crew, Charlotte, Annabelle, she, and everybody behind the scenes, I'm Jay Alter saying so long.
Let's do it. I will say it. What way? To say Wawa. To say. Everybody say Wawa. To a boom phone. To the say. Wawa.
At first base is one of the 7 seniors on this team. Bulldog through and through. For their first ever in program history under head coach Samantha Ricketts.
There's so much to unpack too with this matchup. Not just statistically what these two teams bring to the table, but the personal connections between head coach Panigasso and head coach Samantha Ricketts.
1-1 to Zion Romero.
Hey, guys, kick it, 1-1.
Samantha Ricketts played here for Panigasso. Was an outstanding player from 2006 to 2009, a 2-time All-American for the Hall of Fame coach. Who was notched all national championships. Now, sister Kylee also played here as well. Was able to win one in 2013 with freshman year partner. However, Sam Ricketts trying to become the last Ricketts to make it to OKC.
See that pick?
Game 1 win for Coach Ricketts, the first ever coach turned or player turned head coach to beat head coach Panigasso. First ever super regional win.
Yeah, take a win to Wawa, to the ice, bye-bye,
The 6th two-bagger of the season for Romero. First pitch swinging. Freshman in the biggest game of her career. With the dugout, you can see them here. They are loose. They are free. And that she has seen all season long, and it's coming. So they just came out as loose and free as they wanted to be. And Samantha Ricketts is very confident with this group.
teams out of the Southeastern Conference that did not win during the regular
Hey,
season.
do it. Hey, we'll get it. Say, Laura. So, yeah. That they will win. To the ISD. Well, I have 5-1-1.
At the plate, and you think about it, they go through regionals in Eugene, they knock off a national seed in Oregon. They're going 3-0. Just their second ever super regional appearance.
Hey, I have 5. Good go.
It's got 12 newcomers. 6
Good go. To the actual Wawa, boom, boom. Hey, I am 5, 6,
3 of 4 this weekend. She's led the team throughout the NCAA tournament in terms of batting average. A player who has just morphed into a greater role this season. Went for strike 1.
It's 8, 6, 1-1.
The senior leadership on this team as well. Even about loyalty, and that's been a very consistent theme with a lot of the seniors and leaders of this squad. 3 years here at Mississippi State and earned her stripes. I mean, really, truly earned her opportunities.
I am 5, 6, 2,
The first 2 seasons and the last season in
The runner on the field is that the runner from first base left early. So that runner is declared out by the option of Oklahoma. The batter will return with a 3-2 count.
Mississippi State is seeing out of her hand. I think really this comes down to a game plan. We saw yesterday him getting caught late in counts, not aggressive early, and seems little swings outside the strike zone.
You know what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Wow, is that pink shirt free? Yeah, I need one.
But what really baffles me is that people turn down free money by not switching to Geico. Customers can save $900, you know.
Oh, free bank shirt?
Yeah, it's not quite one. Excuse me, sorry. Do you have this in extra small?
Nah.
Oversized is in.
Totally.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Watch this. And data shows that people taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN too. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound, starting at $2.99 a month without insurance.
And in the circle, they will face off against Delaney Alfred, the winner of Game 1, the junior out of Oakdale, California, making her first start of the season. 70 miles an hour out of this lefty, working across the zone and up in the letters there, really aggressive, right to right. Right to the way she came in Game 1, slammed the door shut. She got the last 4 outs against Oklahoma, and specifically talking about Kendall Wells today. 2 on, but Kendall Wells up to the left. A little soon, but there would have been an intentional walk there. Well, Everett had other plans. When I saw this name in the starting lineup, I got chills. There is just something special about Delaney Alfred in the circle for Mississippi State. What this young woman has been through, what she has had to overcome for these opportunities. I mean, this game's all about. Coming in just 12 innings pitched this season. She's had to battle through injuries, including a shoulder injury, recently had surgery, joined the staff midway through the season this year. And now, the biggest start of her career, Michigan's Ella Parker. And all that went on. Junior, who's come up with the hit so far this weekend. How many
many wonderful defensive plays have we seen from Mississippi State? And you said it earlier, the best in the nation in fielding.
984 in fielding percentage. I mean, Mississippi State is so good on the dirt. This is exactly why. A ball clearly over the head of Tatum Silva in center field. She immediately plays this off the wall and a bullet to Romero at second base. Look at the reacts. I mean, this is a squad again. Defensively for Mississippi
But also a great defensive player as well behind the plate. First pitch swing at the backhand, and it's called foul.
There is an athleticism about Kendall Wells. I still really haven't had the chance to put a correct word on it, the correct adjective to describe the athlete that we are witnessing in this freshman.
Out of Bogart, Georgia, Kendall Wells, who leads the Sooners this weekend with hits. Two along with 7 ribbies as well. USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year, top 10 finalist, National Freshman of the Year, top 3 finalists this time. Putting in a 1-2-3 inning for Delaney
We're earning unlimited 3% cashback on dining entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Let's just get one of everything.
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back. Yes, chef!
This is so nice.
3% cash back on chicken. Yes, chef! 3% cash back on risotto. Yes, chef! Where's my fish? Here, chef! Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert. Sorry, chef! What's in your wallet?
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience. It's a car that stops short of amazing.
If it hurts you to watch this, you'll want to hear this. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
Before the world knows their names, they're students, teammates, competitors. Across NCAA campuses, dreams of Team USA take shape. Nearly 2/3 of Team USA once wore their school's colors. More than half of U.S. Paralympians trained as college athletes. Together, they carried that spirit to the podium. Because Olympians aren't just made, they're made here.
NCAA Softball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
One of the most successful programs in college softball history that four-peat the most recent a part of their 8 total national championships. But Aaron, you and I called game 1 Friday, and OU has not won a super regional after losing game 1. Go back to when it first happened against Arizona in 2005, and then 07 against DePaul being swept. And the last time they were in this situation was 2008.
All right, yeah, that is two. Five, 1-1.
Was back at the old Marita Hines Field. Now the new digs here at Love's. season with everything that we look for in the softball stadium as Paige Ernstez lines out to Gabby Garcia at short. And one down. So after giving up a couple of runs in that first inning, Miley Wachengo needs to settle in and do what?
It's just attacking early. This is something we saw that Lowry did well yesterday in her start in Game 2, 87 pitches thrown. She hammered that very first pitch. Very close in the outer half. It's a tighter zone this weekend, especially on those corners early. Those are some categories that this way pitching staff tracks. It's that first pitch of an at-bat. Can they get ahead? Then they track the third pitch. That conversion count. So right here, one and one count. This very next pitch, an important pitch. What do you do in order to turn this shit back into the favor of the arm in the circle? I mean, there's a big difference between a 1-2 and a 2-1 as a hitter. So now you're in control. You've got a pitcher's count, a 1-2 count. It opens up pitch location, right? You saw associate head coach Jim Rocha in the mouth of that dugout. She's calling pitches for the staff. So tracking some of these conversions, tracking some of these pitch locations, a big deal for success. And the pitch to Silva. Silva to Mississippi State. This is a location that Wachengo has been fighting for. We saw her fight for it during the first inning. This is a little bit breaks away from lefty Ernstez, and you mentioned the only lefty that Wachengo is going to face in this lineup. Well, lefty's hitting 270 off of her, righty's hitting 189, so she's definitely challenged with batters on the left side. Consistency of the strike zone has been a very hot topic on the social channels. Abby Grace Richardson did commit, they say, as Kylee Young at first base says she went around. So now an 0-2 count to the senior out of Brookhaven, Mississippi. Gone 2 for 4 this weekend, an RBI double, almost had a grand slam yesterday. Experience out of Abby Grace Richardson coming over from Copiah Lincoln, JUCO transfer. Richardson at first. And that's the way you have your pitchers back. We've seen these plays from Gabby Garcia all weekend long. She makes it look so easy. Look at that. From the knees across the diamond, almost the deepest part of the infield. And not just an out. but an out with a lot of time there.
Again, playing clean softball and trying to erase Friday's 4 errors, a season high as we mentioned, but I just love that change of direction that Garcia had. Des Rivera, the catcher, steps in now. Softball out of Chandler, Arizona is excellent from a shortstop position.
This is another transfer too with postseason experience. Coming over from Iowa, she had spent some time also playing at Oregon State. That was back when they played in the Women's College World Series back in 2022. Had hits in both games. Various postseason muscle. And so many of these young women. Mississippi State.
Your credit score is only part of your financial picture. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to scan the factors credit card companies use and to show you approval odds, so you know where you stand today. Download the app to get started.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
The original. The first. A light beer brewed to taste like beer. There's nothing like it. Legendary taste of 96 calories. It's Miller time.
Okay, you got this. It's just a laxative. How scary could it be? You can do hard things.
Honey, relax. It's Miralax. It works with the water in your body to hydrate and soften for gentle cooking.
Relax. It's Miralax.
There's a peanut inside me? Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together.
There's nothing like the Women's College World Series.
City, I'll tell you, already these teams have punched their ticket to the Women's College World Series. Alabama is back. Nebraska going for the first time since 2013. Arkansas, their first ever trip to the Women's College World Series. Congratulations to Courtney Deifel and the Razorbacks. Karen Weekly and company are back-to-back. And OKC along with UCLA. Championship with this Sooner program, and they are in search of their 10th consecutive trip to the Women's College World Series.
Runs on the air for Pickering, left side. This is an Oklahoma team that continues to break records. The only squad in D1 history with 5 of the starting 9 hitting over 20 miles.
Pickering and Parker, who were part of that last national championship team back in 2024. They ran into a Texas Tech team that was hot last year. They're currently in action down in Gainesville against the Gators.
They will win today. All right, Nigga, today too. I will watch.
The walk to Pickering. The Western Conference Finals continues tonight with Game 3. The Las Vegas Golden Knights lead the series.
They will win.
Their playoff season. You've got softball. Super regionals this weekend. Women's College World Series coming up, and then after that. I mean, the spring season is just full. And you better have your ESPN app too. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're watching it on TV, but you also have to pull it up on your device. You got to see multiple games, multi-view, all that jazz. Goes to Morgan Styles for the 4-6 put out. And Gabby Garcia is at first with the fielder's choice. Des Rivera just making this year. 200 points from last year to this season.
And
big credit to That brings up Abby Dayton. Riverside, California. Remember? To the women's college. Historic run for the Utes back then. She came into Utah as a slap. I loved getting a chance to chat with Abby Dayton into this weekend about her evolution as starting as a short game swinger, bunt slap, soft contact. Hard for her to believe that she's a power hitter. That she's still said that really that ball for her during her time in Utah. Said that was their first trip to the College World Series. He's hitting coach there. He's since moved on to Arkansas. She makes her way to Oklahoma. She's now the coach of all the guys. 3-0 to take the walk. That's how we started the inning. Cassidy Pickering threw out a walk, and now Abby Dayton is awarded the walk. And look who Patty Gasso is calling on. to pinch hit in this situation. That's Lexi McDaniel. We saw it last night, the big hunter at Texas.
This feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand toss. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Teammates are everything in sport. That's why the NCAA joined forces with Team Impact, a national nonprofit that matches children facing serious illness with college teams. Kids get to be part of something bigger, and college athletes get the chance to give back to their community. They both end up with teammates for life. Be part of the impact. All in, all together. Learn more at ncaa.org/teamimpact. This is Kayla, discovering that on Vinted, her closet can make her extra cash. All she has to do is sell what she no longer wears. She just snaps, lists, and sells her pre-loved pieces. And with 0 selling fees, she keeps every dollar she earns. Don't wear it, sell it. Download Vinted.
Doug. That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Tommy, stop that. Now let's get out there and play like it.
Again, Doug? Parents need to stay over there.
Sorry, Coach.
Also, get your little buddy.
No! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Well, a challenge from if she is able to win this challenge. McDaniel would come back to the plate. It'd be a 1-1 count with runners on first and second if out. And here's the look. The dirt come off this field straight down into the batter's box. And this look appears to be the top of the toe for Lexi McDaniel. Pull her back into the batter's box for another pitch. I think the interesting thing there is you didn't see Lexi stay in the box. She immediately took off to first base. Not really the sell job, right, of a ball that comes off the top of the and the important piece of it as we work on it each time is there enough conclusive evidence? Is there enough that you see in that video that overturns the call on the field, which is rule fair? Let's listen in to Mike Burwell.
After further review, the call on the field was Sting.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey,
So we will step aside once
Working hard now so that future Amy can buy her very own boat.
Wait, sorry, the boat's great, but am I wearing culottes?
Oh, you love your culottes.
It's lemonade o'clock. What did I just say? Cheers o'clock.
Ew. Here's to protecting your boat and RV 24/7 as part of your home and auto bundle.
So I, like, hang out with my insurance guy?
Oh, yeah. You two have a podcast and everything.
Awesome.
Thought they were cooling off on the sidelines? Well, they're just getting warmed up.
Surprise, DirecTV got hot. Hey, you know, I played in high school.
Really? Wait, there's no ice in yours.
What do you think of this? You got
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Well, the Ricketts challenged the inside portion of that strike zone, specifically against righties. That's a call that she hasn't gotten against the lefties that she's faced. Only Tatum Silva on the left side of that plate, but it has worked against these righties for Mississippi State, right in under the hands.
You think about the success of Samantha Ricketts, but you also got to shout out Tyler Bratton, right? The associate head coach, 13th season on staff, played baseball at Mississippi State. He was there and arrived a full season before Ricketts, but these two have really worked well together. Time that they have been there, they were part of Van Studeman staff before Ricketts took over, and just a great pairing all the way around. They're helping to build that roster, that culture, and and instilling.
Fight, 2-1-1.
Defensive success for both of these teams. Kyler Bratton, the one that oversees defense here for Mississippi State. Outfield defense, base running, that's his area of expertise.
Hey, Wawa. Boom.
Just a quick temperature check with the battery and the infield. With 2 outs, and Morgan Bernardini, rather Kinley Keller. This is a young arm, a sophomore arm that's focused specifically on poise of the mentality in the circle. Spent a lot of time with mental performance coach Bill Moore this year, working with Oklahoma, wanting to polish the composure on the mound. And it's greatly improved. She feel like that has been the difference between her performance last year in the Women's College World Series postseason run, coming into Oklahoma knowing exactly what the expectation was going to be. They had to replace 2 Women's College World Series arms last year, and Kelly Maxwell, Carly Keeney. The contrast of offensive production for these teams is so interesting. It's something gritty and athletic and fundamental about Mississippi State and their approach at the plate. The flashiness of Oklahoma's offense, the towering home runs, the massive home run productive numbers from Oklahoma, and you look at what Mississippi State has done this weekend. It's gap-to-gap hitting. It's passing the ball. It's never saying rallies. This 6th and 7th inning, those 9 runs that they scored in game 1. It has just been consistency. They have a play to the south of Oklahoma. beginning.
Wawa to
She didn't know where the road would lead, but the moment she stepped in, life changed. She now had all the power and space needed to live a life I might narrate.
Seriously?
The all-new Audi Q3, made for a life of yes. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Giving my son a needle during an allergic reaction is traumatic for both of us. So we said, hello, Neffy, the only needle-free epinephrine nasal spray for emergency treatment of allergic reactions. Use it for signs of allergic reaction. Ask your doctor how to use Neffy. Certain medical conditions may worsen. Tell your doctor about nasal, heart, or other medical conditions. High blood pressure, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, and all medications. Side effects include nasal discomfort, headache, runny nose, shakiness, and throat irritation. This school year, ask your doctor for Neffy, or visit getneffy.com to learn more.
I love a good beer. Specifically yours. In fact, me and my closest 200,000 drinking buddies can smell it from a mile off. Except now there's this Orkin Pro telling us it's last call at the Taylor house. Well, I'm smart enough to know when the party's over. I'll fight you. Okay, go home, Larry. Orkin, the best in pests.
That's their win.
So two up this inning. Ailana Akbayani, Kai Minor, and Ella Parker. For her first basic in
Fastest player on this team.
You say Akbayani over Kai Minor? Strong.
Wouldn't you love to see that leg race right there?
For the first of this third inning. The Women's College World Series returns to Oklahoma City. The action begins Thursday, May 28th at 12 Eastern live on ESPN. For more information on the 2026 Women's College World Series, visit with Tennessee, Alabama, Arkansas, Nebraska, and UCLA already with tickets punched.
NCAA tournament for Kai Minor. Associate head coach JT Gasso, the hitting brains, the offensive genius behind Oklahoma's offense. Very individualistic coach. I mean, truly down to the mechanics, the kinetic sequence of each one of these young women, all the success that they've had under him in seasons at Oklahoma. Since he stepped in 2016, this is a program that's averaged 7.7 runs per game.
And they lead the nation this year with under 10 runs a game, along with average. And second in the nation in home runs with 187.
Hey, yeah.
Minor takes that ball high. It's now 1-2.
I was trying to crack the code. I was asking multiple of these Sooners, like, what's the style? What is the sauce that allows you guys to be so good? The coaching and the influence from JT Gasso. Everybody's different. From Kai Minor to Abby Dayton to Kendall Wells, up and down this order. The care, the detail, the coaching for each one of these young women coming from associate head coach JT Gasso. It is tailored to each one of these swings, and it is proven to be successful up and down this order.
The pitch to Ella Parker is low for ball one. Also, you think about the 17 stolen bases for Kai Minor. Patty Gasso mentioned yesterday that she looked to put a little bit more pressure on this Mississippi State defense. They did a little delayed steal yesterday. So will we see Minor take off in this instance? Outside the ball, too. She's got 17 stolen bags on the year. As we mentioned, the lefty delivers to Parker. Ball three. Worth noting that Delaney Everett has pitched 3 innings. That's a season high. Back to April 17th at Texas A&M. Out in his 3rd inning. Will we see Everett beyond now? That's a question mark. Answered by the Mississippi State coaching staff. Here a 3-1 count with some activity in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. And the pitch to Parker. Count full after that swing.
Pitching coach, McKinney, assistant coach, her 3rd season overseeing the pitching staff here at Mississippi State.
This one into the field. Coming to get it is Morgan Bernardini. Sets up the big Just to remind our viewers of the home run race that has been this season, one of the more entertaining things to watch in this Division I college softball season. The chase right now, Kendall Wells trailing by just 1 home run behind Megan Grant, who holds the NCAA single season record.
Wells 0 for 2 against Everett. I think about game 1, there was 2 on. on with Wells up to bat in the 7th, and you and I talked about it. Is this going to be a walk situation? Is Edward going to put her on base? Massive out for Mississippi State, and Wells still looking for her first hit off of this arm.
Oh! Hits Wells in the helmet. Wells feels that one as she is in noticeable pain. And Kendall Wells shaken up greatly after that one. Patty Gasso going to check on right now, and she's kind of walking back and forth right now, grabbing that left jaw where the impact was from the ball.
I mean, talking to Coach Gasso, Kendall Wells is one of the toughest kids on this team. Every single person we talk to talks about the tenacity of this young woman, just gritty, tough as nails, nothing she wouldn't do, would run through a wall for this team. That one up and in.
Just think about her position on the field as a catcher.
It's a beating.
Already taking a beating behind the plate in there. Unfortunate. Holds the face mask. There's So a scary moment here in Norman. We're going to have a pinch runner for Kendall Wells. It's going to be Tia Malloy.
Delaney Everett, like having to gather yourself after that pitch. You know that's not intentional, right? You've got an entire stadium that has some audible feedback. You're having to compose yourself in the circle to then have to turn around and face a Cassidy Pickering, who's been red hot for the postseason with runners on. Everett will have an opportunity to take a couple of warm-up throws. She hears it from the OU fans, but both coaches grabbing the ears of this blue crew. You mentioned just the resilience of Everett and the story of overcoming throughout her last two seasons. Lost her dad last year, just 10 days before her sophomore year started.
Back to play with Pickering standing in, 2 runners aboard, 2 out, and OU searching for their first runs of the game. They've got an opportunity here. 0 for 4 today with runners on. Pickering can change that with a swing. And glad to see Kendall Wells in the dugout looking on. She's got that ice bag for that left side of her face.
Kendall Wells, Cassidy Pickering, so good with runners on. Just under a 400 average with ducks on the pond, specifically first and second base, a 350 hitter.
And right now, keeping it away from Pickering, understand how productive she has
No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade lower sugar. Hydrates better than water.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, you can earn 6% cash back in a category like online shopping for the first year from account opening. And match her schedule with the match schedule. What would you like the power to do?
Tired of untamable frizz? Forget the flat iron. New Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris. Our first salon-inspired smoothing routine, formulated with sleep care complex with alpha acids for humidity-resistant style and 7 days of frizz control. Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris.
Bubble your insurance with Liberty, Bibbity, and save hundreds.
Cut. It's bundle your insurance with Liberty Mutual and save hundreds.
These are fun.
I know they are, but let's focus. Let's go again.
Are they my hair? Stubble and shave.
It's not it.
Bumble and save.
Bundle with an N.
Crumble and save.
Who gave them crackers?
Cuddle and wave.
You know, that's close enough.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
There's salad. There's bread. And if you want the perfect bite in every bite, try the all-new salad stuffers. Take any Panera salad you're craving and stuff it. Stuff it, stuff it, stuff it. The all-new salad stuffers at Panera.
Welcome back to the NCAA Softball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. Back here in Norman, a 3-0 ball game as we move to the top of the 4th. Joining us now, Oklahoma head coach Patty Dasso, and coach, a very scary moment last inning with Kendall Wells taking that ball to the base mask. Obviously, she's okay, but your concern moving forward?
I think it rattled a lot of us here, and just... Unfortunately, it's part of the game, and we care first about Kendall more than anything, so we got to make sure we check her out, but we got to not let this stuff affect us, but when it's one of your best friends, it just does, you know?
You led me right to the next question, which is how do you zone back into focus? There's so much noise and chaos going on right now.
Yeah, we just talked about it. I mean, this is our home. This is our house, and we need to protect this house, so... It's just calming everybody down and starting over. There's just there's been a lot. There's been a ball off Lexi's foot. There's stuff. Yeah, I'll stop right there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. But you can sense it, the frustration there, just trying to get this train back on the tracks. A lot of chaos, a lot of noise. Feels like there's been a lot of distraction, right? I mean, literally the sound of the stadium at times feels hostile, like a very tough environment, even on their home turf. So she's trying to zone this team back in.
Well, this is a program that doesn't lose much here at Love's Field at all, whether it's regular season or postseason, as Paige earns his first her fourth home run of the season. And the sophomore provides a little extra insurance, and that draws Patty Gasso back out of the dugout.
It's the second home run that Wachenio's given up, and this is just too sweet over the strike zone against Paige Ernstez. An absolute bomb, pull side, power alley monster. And we have talked about the importance of momentum for both of these teams. And speaking to both of these programs coming into this weekend, they both mentioned both generating momentum, managing momentum, and it feels, Tiffany, like all of the momentum is in the driver's seat right now of Mississippi State and Oklahoma making a change now in the circle.
The afternoon is done for Miley Wachenio as a new pitcher standing in the circle. The freshman, Berkeley Zakay, will tell you more about her when we come back.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, you can earn 6% cash back in a category like online shopping for the first year from account opening. And match her schedule with the match schedule. What would you like the power to do?
Wait, there's a peanut inside me? Nice. M&M's. It's more fun together.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11. You want salad and bread. So what you gonna do? You're gonna take your favorite salad and you stuff it, yeah! Stuff it! Yeah! Stuff it! Stuff it! Say stuff it and make any salad stuffer. New salad stuffers at Panera.
Tough day at the office for the sophomore Miley Wachenio. 5 hits, 3 earned runs given up in 3 innings pitched. And Berkeley Zakay now coming in relief for her, the freshman out of Niles, Michigan. Her first win of the season back in regional play. That win over Binghamton. Gave up 1 hit, 1 base on ball, and 2 innings of relief. They called on her again.
We've seen 2 changeups already in 3 pitches. This is a rise ball arm, a changeup arm, and a young arm, Tiffany. You can't stress that enough. A big situation here to get the call as a freshie.
What a moment for first-time opportunities. You talk about Berkeley Zakay. You got Audrey Lowry, who pitched an amazing game yesterday, and she walked away with the win. Complete game effort for her. She's warming up in the bullpen if needed. Tatum Silva rolls it over to first. And we're down.
freshman steps in and feeds the defense immediately. This is what OU needs. This was an area that they have focused on for this pitching staff coming into this weekend, but really all year, is you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to blow the ball by people. You need quality pitches, and you need to feed the ball to one of the best defenses in the nation. And if I'm Zakay, that's my focus here. I don't need to be something I'm not. I don't need to make this moment too big. I need to be fundamental. I need to hit spots. I need to trust my defense.
A player on this pitching staff that has come along and has had some nice development in the limited time that she's had this season. 14 appearances.
Okay, quickly.
Innings pitch. 14 and a third coming in. But now ahead of the count to Abby Grace Richardson, 1 and 2. The pitch on the way.
All right, quickly.
Right now, it's Mississippi State playing all-around ball. Here with the trip to the Women's College World Series on the line. They've never been this far in their program's history, and they're looking to write a new chapter if they can pull out a win today.
Interesting to see more of the off-speed coming out of the hand of Zakay, too, because that's not been a pitch that Mississippi State has been very successful on. True change-ups, hitless. They've only had one hit off of an off-speed pitch.
There's the off-speed. And the double for Abby Grace Richardson. Well, she continues her hot hitting during Super Regional round.
Right on cue. It's the first time we've seen Mississippi State be on time for the changeup. This is still a bit early, but it's down the line past Barker. Abby Grace Richardson finding that double. Consistent, steady pressure. That has been the name of the game for Mississippi State.
3 hits on the weekend, a couple of doubles for Richardson. The third extra base hit this afternoon for these Mississippi State batters. Now, this is an antsy OU fan base, stunned right now at the current score and situation. Going around there, you said trying to time it up, and early on the off speed.
If she can continue to spot this pitch, she's going to see some success off of it. Maybe a little bit lower in the zone. That one felt high.
It's on top of it, handled by Barker. And Sydney Barker retires. Des Rivera. Rivera goes back to the dugout, and now to the top of the order with Morgan Stiles.
Stiles had that single back in the the third inning.
You see the first 4 innings, the first 2 they collected 6 hits. In this game alone, they've got 6 hits to go along with those 4 runs. So they doubled their run total for the first 4.
You can feel some momentum brewing here for the freshman in the circle. Zakay starting to hammer that strike zone now. An 0-2 count against Stiles.
On top of the Mississippi State dugout. Still the count 0-2. and they're trying to inject some energy into Zakay, into this OU program, trailing by 4 runs.
Papa, bye.
His phone is addicted to him. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Where are my contacts? Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Janice. I have to be able to see first flow, take driving very seriously. Yeah, well, that's what Progressive Snapshot is for. Personalized discounts so that safe drivers don't have to pay for bad drivers' mistakes. Are you saying I'm a bad driver? I'm a great driver. Janice! This isn't Mom's house. I have a date. We're celebrating your birthday. Oh, I love that for you.
Forget the warm-up. DirecTV got hot. They're on fire with more MLB games than anyone. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
How old are you?
11.
For over 100 years, the NCAA has supported student athletes competing and going to college. And now, the NCAA and its schools provide healthcare coverage, mental health services, scholarship guaretees, and more. And scholarships have grown. The NCAA is a launching point, a leg up, and a spot to land. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
Mississippi State carrying a 4-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulldogs head coach Samantha Ricketts joining
Coach, you mentioned the looseness, the fun of this one, especially coming into Game 3. What did you notice specifically that was different about this one today?
I think they just really committed to, we want to leave everything on the line. No regrets, go out there, give it everything we have, energy-wise, effort, and live it just forward. And I thought they did a great job to stay loose on their way to the game and then to start this game as well.
Thanks for the time, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Broccoli has been a big part of the run. Hey, look, the first start this season for Delaney Everett. It comes in Game 3 of Super Regionals with a chance to extend your season or be the end of your season. And look at the way that she has stepped up in this starting role today.
Big time. We saw her coming in as the closer in Game 1. You and I immediately picked up on the energetic presence of Delaney Everett.
Aaron Miller, T-Sin, Tiffany here with you. As the Oklahoma Sooners trailing by 4 runs. If they're able to come back and win this one, they would march on to the Women's College World Series for a 10th consecutive season. This is a program that has had so much history and so much success. However, throughout that history, 0 for 13 when trailing by 4 or more runs in the Super Regionals or later. They're hoping that they can be that one as a towering fly ball off the bat of Gabby Garcia. And Bernardini collects out number 1.
Just this season, too, Tiffany, this is an OU squad in 2026 that's had 16 comeback wins. 3 of those with 4 runs in the deficit. One of those most recently against Arkansas, where DJ Gasso coaches on staff. And that was here. Right here
But
when you think about just the offensive awesomeness of this Oklahoma team, top to bottom, even off the bench, this is a team that can score runs in a hurry and in bunches. Rivera underneath it, Delaney Everett getting nibbling to pop out for the second out of the inning. It's been the comfort and the ease that we have seen from Delaney Everett, and this is the longest outing that she has had this season. That brings up Abby Dayton with 2 outs and a strike in to the lefty.
I asked Coach Ricketts about Delaney this year and just being year 3, highly scouted, even through the injury, the personal overcome of just situations that she's dealt with through losing her father. And this is an arm that has no secrets, especially coming into her 3rd season. Teams know her, they know how to scout her, how to prepare for her, and so what was the edge for her this season? Is continuing to move the ball through the zone, especially late in that breaking play.
Dayton sends this one out towards territory in left field, and a 1-2-3 inning, just like it was back in the first.
If it hurts you to watch this, you'll want to hear this. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
Choose it today. Use it tomorrow. Next day delivery on hundreds of appliances. Our best lineup is here. Lowe's.
You're a visionary. You know when amazing happens, you see it first. You inspire us to chase a higher standard. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
Zepbound, watch this. Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. Watch this. And data shows that people taking Zepbound lost up to 48 pounds. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound, starting at $2.99 a month without insurance. Watch this.
This is a group that has just not backed down, and then you like that insurance right there for instead if you're a State fan, and that brings us to where we are now, 4-0 in favor of Mississippi State, who is in search of their first ever Women's College World Series appearance in program history. for Oklahoma. Well, it would be their 10th straight.
State.
That in jeopardy right now. Aaron Miller, Thiessen, Tippy Green here with you. And I can tell you, partner, this is not playing out maybe the way some would have expected. If you watched Oklahoma softball all year long, they've been one of the more dominant teams this season. That's a year in and year out type of occurrence for this group. But you also mentioned yesterday how Mississippi State was one of those teams that you felt like were overlooked.
Two
an unseeded team. I think that they were very underrated. One of the toughest SEC schedules any team to come through SEC play. We heard it from head coach Sam Ricketts that they feel like their schedule is tough enough to prepare for this moment.
An SEC team will advance from this site. One of them will look to join Tennessee, Alabama, the number 1 overall seed, and the Arkansas Razorbacks.
And what?
And the leadoff walk to Nadia Barbary to start it off here in the top of the 5th.
So here's something we know about Oklahoma as head coach Patty Gasso coming out to have a word with her defense. This team scores a lot of runs. Top 2 in the nation in runs scored. Chasing a record for the most home runs just behind UCLA. I mean, this squad is going to score runs. And so right now for Mississippi State, it's 4-0.
Well, now you also have Audrey Lowry entering the circle. Remember, she was yesterday's winner. She picked up her 23rd after that Game 2 performance. She's looked great. She's had the most appearances for this senior staff over the last 10 games, and they have called on her before, and they're going to call on her again to try to keep things the way they are and give that offense you talked about, Gene.
She was excellent yesterday. 87 total pitches against Mississippi State. We've talked about the specific categories that this OU pitching staff tracks, and it was first pitch strikes. She was absolutely money in the zone early, the curve, the drop, and the defense behind her. I mean, it was all there for Oklahoma. And today, man, it has just felt like chaos for the Sooners. We heard it from Coach Gasso in the 4th inning, mid-game interview. She's working hard to get this team to zone back in their focus. A lot of distractions through 4 innings.
But you gotta love the response to Audrey Lowry, understanding Game 1, she got hit around a little bit. But yesterday, both she and her team came out with a different type of fire. Patty Gasso mentioned, hey, look, Audrey Lowry was very effective, very efficient, incredibly confident, and she had everything under control. So that's how the team rallied behind her, and they hope it can rally behind the Pittsburgh, Indiana native once again.
And she's worked a lot on that velocity. I mean, getting up into the high 60s, a really tight left spin, cutting through the zone. We mentioned the strike zone. I mean, the fact that most of her break and her movement, I mean, it was 50-50 getting calls in her way, which to me, I felt like the best pitch she threw all game long was the very first pitch to each of these batters.
Diane Romero, first pitch swinging. And again, attacking early. Have you noticed just the plan for the Mississippi State batters coming in and not wasting a lot of time? We're seeing a lot of pitches.
We just haven't seen him chase. There's been one strikeout all game. Chenio having the 1K back in the 3rd, but it really has been patience at the plate. They're aggressive when it matters, and they have stayed locked in to whatever it is they're sitting on. Whatever game plan they have at the plate, they have not wavered.
Wild pitch, and Barbary moves to second base now in scoring position. And Sam Ricketts coming out, going to make a change and bring in a pinch runner for Barbary. So it's going to be Alan Supin who comes in, the freshman out of Phoenix City, Alabama. And a big voice in the dugout, too. Talk about that energy and the way she keeps it up and just how she is pass it from teammate to teammate. Ali Supin got a lot of love from her teammates when we got a chance to talk to them earlier this week. She eyed down Broccoli guy out in Eugene last week. How many heads of broccoli did we see before the game?
I think there had to at least be like one for each on the roster. 20 plus heads of broccoli.
The 2-2 to Romero.
High
for ball 3. Full count now. Sophomore out of Elsinore, California, came up with a third hit back in the first inning with a double. This time, diving Barker, but keeping the home run. Garcia has just overthrows the first base all game long.
Good money. Across to back up Sydney Barker, and the absolute shot across the field. We have seen that multiple times this weekend. One thing to have the range, but to follow it up with the throw, so impressive.
First pitch swinging from Kylee Edwards. She's done that all day last. 2 minute 3 runs this time. A 5-3 out.
Feed the defense was something we heard from Audrey Lowry for Oklahoma, and she's doing it here, so stepping in for relief for Zakay.
So Supin still hanging out there at second, and Morgan Bernardini now has an opportunity. Readies the pitch.
High. 2-2.
Since they had coach Jim Rocha, who was out for the majority of this season battling cervical cancer. It was a devastating loss earlier this year for this pitching staff. It was actually a challenge that Audrey Lowry had mentioned to us, just asking specifically, hey, what are some things that this pitching staff has had to work through? And it was an easy answer for her. It was the absence of their pitching coach, Jim Rocha, the majority of this season battling cervical cancer, and getting her back halfway through the year.
Silencing this crowd here. That traveled here have reason to celebrate.
It's so poetic, right, for Bernardini, a senior, getting the call here in Game 3. This one over the meat of the strike zone, a late-breaking curveball in her power alley, and 2 more insurance runs on the board for the Bulldogs. You heard it yesterday from head
Ricketts. An underdog is still a dog, and right now the Bulldogs have absolutely unleashed.
7 hits, 4 of them for extra bases, 2 of them have left the yard. Remember, we told you this stat before. The winner of Game 1 in a Super Regional goes on to win 79% of the time. Right now, a 6-0 advantage for State. Paige Ernst says the last time she was up, she lifted one out of here.
They call her pinch hit Paige, which is what she did the majority of her freshman year. That was the experience that she collected coming into the pinch hit role. Last year, 9 for 28 with 5 extra base hits, 8 walks, and she was a stud off the bench.
And that ends the inning.
Pancakes topped with white ice cream.
New Masters of the Universe menu at Denny's and see Masters of the Universe only in theaters.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
All right, you're all set.
Thanks, Ted.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, man. I think he's gonna do it.
This might be a good moment to share.
Ma, you seeing this?
Hey, baby, I'm here. Is he gonna dunk it?
No way.
When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Bro, no charge call?
Your defense is trash, Ted.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
Money flows to me easily and effortless.
I have a wealthy aura.
I have a wealthy aura.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early because life today doesn't wait for someday or payday. Ally, do it right.
The United Football League.
Things are heating up down the stretch as the top teams start to separate themselves.
It's down to the wire for the top 4 spots in the UFL playoff.
We have seen some big-time playmakers.
Are you kidding me? The playoff chase is on. The United Football League. Tonight at 7 on ESPN2.
The unseeded Mississippi State Bulldogs carry a 6-run lead moving into the bottom of the 5th inning. The Sooners have never come back from a deficit of 5 or more runs in their NCAA tournament history, which is wide-spanning. 8 national titles for this program, but one of the things that they have not done often or had to do often is come from behind. And here, this is the largest deficit that Patty Gasso's crew has faced in 5 seasons.
Bird's got something in the eye. Bug, dirt. What's going on?
And after the way we saw Oklahoma come back yesterday, they were punched first, but they delivered a blowback in Game 2 to even up the series. This is an unexpected outcome to this point.
Look, let's be real here. Even with the numbers here, 0-3, never come back from a 5-run deficit.
you and I are still up here, and so is the entire world, holding their breath, thinking, hey, this is the most potent offense in the nation. It's gotta be a matter of time before we see this offense unload. It's gonna have to start here with Gardner.
But now you have to also ask this question. This is, again, we talked about the uncharted territory from a program history perspective for Mississippi State, but their lefty has never pitched this deep into a game this season. Can she last in the circle against that potent offense you referenced?
That's a great point. Ever at a career high with innings thrown here.
Ailana Agbayani at the plate now. See the exchange between the two transfers and Phasia Gould and Alyssa Faircloth in the bullpen. Hopeful. Praying for a miracle here. It would be if Mississippi State is able to hold on and punch their ticket to their first ever Women's College World Series. Converging in and taking number 2.
Just the fact that we haven't seen a home run yet, right? From a squad that
has hit a home run in 57 of their 61 games, partner. 187 on the season.
I was searching for that stat.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a feat to keep that ball in the yard.
Kai Minor, fly ball out to left. And
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance, I was scared to even think about my wallet. But instead, with Drive Easy on the Geico app, my son's safe driving score saved us even more.
It feels good to take control of your wallet. It feels good to Geico.
No, I'm not going.
Yes. Say yes.
Why not? Sleep when you're my age.
Legendary moment starting tonight. It's Miller time.
Mike?
I'm terrified of used car shopping and I cannot afford to overpay.
Buddy, I'm always here to help.
Show me, Carfax.
Carfax can show how damage impacts price, so you don't have to overpay. Get free Carfax reports on every car listed, only at Carfax.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it for the deep, undisturbed rest you deserve. Sleep cool this Memorial Day and save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Shop now at Tempur-Pedic.com.
The Women's College World Series on ABC, ESPN, and the ESPN app.
Western Conference Finals. Stay cool. Avalanche fight for survival. The Golden Knights head home with all the momentum. Game 3. Western Conference Final tonight on ESPN and the ESPN app.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture descriptions or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
The number one scoring offense in the country has been held scoreless through 5 innings as Oklahoma trails 6-0 against Mississippi State. The Bulldogs have never made a trip to the Women's College World Series. They're 30 minutes away and potentially 6 outs away from advancing on to Devon Park. It's been 9 straight trips for this Oklahoma Sooner program. They're trying to make it 10 straight. But they've got a big hole they must climb out of in order to do so. The largest deficit that we have seen from an OU team in the last 5 seasons. Trailing by these 6 runs. And Agbayane off the quick high. And the toss, the first, and Tatum Silva is retired. The defense has held up. The infield has been busy today, and they've made plays 180 from what we saw Friday. They cleaned things up, shored things up yesterday, and again here today. Abby Grace Richardson, who you mentioned, has been to the World Series on the JUCO level. Her program to back-to-back appearances, and now has an opportunity to do it with Mississippi State. Off the face mask, but she's not going to be able to throw it in time. And Richardson is aboard safely.
Abby Grace Richardson, a senior, only played 13 games here as a junior and was a JUCO tournament MVP in 2023. Hit that grand slam in the national title game, actually.
The 0-1 to Des Rivera. Richardson at first. The pitch from Lowry. Swing and a miss. The cut there. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. One flared into right. Parker is underneath it, and 2 down. Miller Thiessen, Tiffany Green here with you. And Mississippi State is trying to pull off the upset here at Love's Field to march their first ever Women's College World Series. If they can hold on to this win, or this lead rather. And after picking up their first ever Super Regional win Friday under Sam Bricketts, the former OU All-American, she now stands in line to take them even further. Mississippi State team that wants to take on some more insurance. They're encroaching upon that run rule territory as well.
I'll tell you the way it feels right now in this stadium. And you and I getting a full sense, a full weekend of this environment. It feels like a fan base in a stadium that doesn't quite know what to do with themselves. It's quiet. It's a little eerie. there's not a lot of energy or momentum that you feel is brewing in the stands. And frankly, this is a program and a fan base that just isn't used to feeling this. Being down 6 runs with their season on the line. I mean, that is a muscle that hasn't been repped to the point we've made in 10 years.
Unfamiliar territory, to your point, and we saw the OU fans try to give some energy.
Take that away and take that. Take that water. And
this crowd is that begs the question too, then how do you make sure that you don't play tight? You know, moving forward. You had a 6-pitch inning for OU batters last inning, 1, 2, 3. How do you make sure you don't press, understanding you don't have many outs to work with?
Hey, guys,
this is all coming with a team that, for Coach Gasso, this is one of the best offensive teams that she's ever coached. She feels like there's no weakness. Truly, one of the best freshman classes she's ever had. Defensively, one of the best teams on the dirt she's ever had.
$10 for a large, $10 for any free toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust and then there's hut crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
Okay, it's just a laxative. How scary could it be?
Honey, relax. It's Miralax. It works with the water in your body for gentle relief.
Relax. It's Miralax. For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mirafiber. If you're planning on all getting together, why stay in hotel rooms and not be together? Get an Airbnb and actually get together.
They say there are 27 human emotions, and they all happen here. But it wouldn't be a business without every tap, scan, and unforgettable moment. That's where Comcast Business comes in, with a network powering over 30 venues across 10 professional leagues for over 50 million fans every year. Just like him. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
The road to the NBA Finals ends here. The Cavs eye another upset, while the Knicks carry the dreams of all of New York. The Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks, Cavaliers, Game 4 on ESPN.
The NCAA Softball Super Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
The fingerprints of Patty Gasso everywhere, even in the opposing dugout. Sam Ricketts, who spent 2 seasons as a graduate assistant for the Sooners, now facing off against her former team and alma mater. She was the first former player to notch a win against her Hall of Fame head coach, and now she's trying to do something that has never been done before. Mississippi State softball victory, to the Women's College World Series. Former player versus former coach. What a homecoming it has been thus far for Samantha Ricketts, who knows that at any time a ticking time bomb can go off with this Oklahoma offense, with the way that they've been able to produce runs via the long ball specifically, but also how they're able to hang double-digit runs as an average for a season. Ella Parker takes that ball outside for ball 3. You've got Parker with 22 home runs. Kendall Wells on deck with 39 home runs. And Cassie Pickering with 20 sitting in the hole.
Really nice walk there by Ella Parker. Just looking at my scorebook here, I mean, the last 7 batters have flied out. They popped up, flied out. The ball has to be on time with the barrel. Right now, the swings just look too big. Trying to hit the ball out of the yard, trying to be a home run at bat every single time. And we've seen the success that Mississippi State has had, being gap to gap, putting a hard barrel on the ball. And I think that is an adjustment right now that Oklahoma has to make at the plate.
To this point, it's been Delaney Everett who's had the best of Kendall Wells this weekend. Wells feeling that stinger from back in the 3rd inning. Would like nothing better. The Sin. Help her team work their way back into this ballgame.
39 home runs on the year as a freshman. 1 away behind Megan Grant, who holds the record single season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Field and Wells is retiring. You talked about the number of fly balls that we've seen over the last couple of innings. Another one right there from Wells.
8 of the last 9 fly ball outs.
And this is the meat of the order, if you will, although it's so stacked from top to bottom. Very little weak spots in this lineup for OU, but your best home run hitters coming to the plate. We saw Wells, saw Parker, now Pickering. Gabby Garcia on deck.
Okay, now 1.
5 in the 20 or more home run club. The only team in D1 history to do it. It's Oklahoma. And they have not had a home run during this game 3.
Okay,
to be honest, not really even one that's flirted with the wall. Seen some deep shots in the gap. A couple line shots right at people, but hasn't been there. Delaney Everett's done a nice job of shutting it down through the strike zone.
1-2 count to Pickering.
Yeah, 5, 3, 8.
Pitching it like a can of corn is Tatum Silva for out 2.
10 of 11.
Again, you saw that graphic for those home runs. That's how they're stacked in the lineup, 2 through 6. Garcia, another one of them. But right now, 0 for 7 this afternoon with runners on. That one gets past Rivera, and Parker will now move into scoring position after the wild pitch.
If I'm Gabby Garcia, my goal right now would be hit the ball as hard as I possibly can on the ground. Can I pound this ball into the dirt? Can I force a perfect glove on the ball, a perfect throw, and a perfect catch to get an out? You got to make these outs more competitive.
Okay, 1-1.
It's just outside for ball 2.
Okay, 1-1. Okay.
Just the third runner in scoring position this game for the Sooners.
1-1.
For ball 3. Now 3-1 the count. Remember, this is a career high innings pitched for Delaney Everett.
Yeah, bye. Hey, yeah. Good day. Oh, one.
Fighting through forms for new car insurance rates can take forever. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to show you personalized rates from top providers so you can get to the coverage you need.
At Chili's is now available with the Big Crispy Chicken Sandwich. Wait, and it still comes with bottomless chips and salsa and a bottomless drink? Oh, fast food is not gonna like this. This Chili's 3 for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
When people are betting on you, every pass, every shot, it's not just the coach in your ear. It's the comment sections, the DMs, the losers who make threats and harass you. But this isn't their game to play. It's yours. The NCAA is drawing the line, educating about the dangers of sports betting, tracking online threats, and protecting the integrity of the game. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first. And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
This Junior.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right. Right? He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
New plan. Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
For Mississippi State heading into the top of the 7th inning as the Bulldogs seeking their first ever Women's College World Series. No team has ever beaten Oklahoma to reach their first Women's College World Series. It's a very familiar place for Patty Gasso and the Sooner program. They've been 9 straight times, 18 times overall in program history. And the David and Goliath matchup here in Mississippi State, looking for their first ever. On the doorstep of it now. Zion Romero leads it off.
what this team has done offensively too, Tiffany. I mean, this is a Mississippi State squad that hadn't scored 6 runs in a game since April 19th. They've done it twice in 3 days.
Hey,
We saw that amazing rally late Friday, putting up 9 of their 11 runs over the 6th and 7th inning to walk a run with a game-1 win, their first super regional win in program history. And we keep denoting the historic nature of what Mississippi State has done already this weekend and what they look to continue to add to here today. You remember Ole Miss, Texas Tech made their first ever Women's College World Series appearance last year. It was the Red Raiders going all the way to Game 3 of the Champ Series against Texas. Just a reminder, the defending champion Longhorns currently in action against Arizona State over on ESPN News. Right back at you up the middle from Zion Romero to lead off with the base hit. That was a 3-2 count. Nice piece of hitting there from Romero. Second hit of the ball game for Zion.
She gets kind of caught up right on the hands, but is able to push this barrel through contact. A nice extension up the middle of the field and a leadoff line. For Mississippi State, you talked about the history. Arkansas punching their ticket for the very first time this year, and a chance here for Mississippi State as well.
Congratulations to Courtney Dykle, another one from the coaching tree of Patty Gasso. The Hogs, who have been knocking on the door the last few seasons, finally breaking through. Kinley Keller, who's produced her career-high 3 RBI in this game. Had a 2-run single back in the first to get Mississippi State on the board, and then tacked on another with an infield single in the third. Kinley Keller drives it over to Gabby Garcia from her knees, makes the throw to second, and gets the lead runner in 1 away. And Patty Gasso coming out of the dugout and having a quick chat with Mike Burrell over at second base.
Yeah, the question here was if Romero potentially got in the way of the attempted throw to first base, trying to roll up that double play. There was no contact made. At least from our vantage point up here in the booth, it didn't appear that there was any contact made, but potentially Romero not choosing to slide into second to try to delay the throw from Agbayani. He's trying to go to first base.
Patty Gasso is still trying to figure out answers to this unsolved riddle of how they've got to this point, trailing by 6. Trying to just find any area of window, trying to swing things in her team's favor. Bernardini, 1 for 3 today, and that 2-run homer to lift the score to where it is now. Back in the 5th.
All right.
Off the hop, handles it. They try to turn the double play and successfully do so. The 6-4 DP.
Oh, one.
Advancing to Mississippi State's first ever Women's College World Series. Meanwhile, the Sooners, solid defense for sure with this turn, a double play, but down to their final 3 outs of the season.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi.
You're unbelievable.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Try it now.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
This Junior.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right. Right? He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options. Discovering epic menu. Inspired by The Mandalorian and Grogu. Only at Burger King. Have it the way. Now playing in theaters.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Time now to take a look at our Capital One rewarding performance, and it goes to the junior, Delaney Everett, the lefty in the circle, who has held this OU team to just 2 hits so far.
It has to be the junior, right? It has to be Delaney Everett. What she has done this game has been otherworldly. Poetic, honestly, for everything that she has overcome, her personal injury, the loss of her father last year. This young woman in the circle for Mississippi State.
And pitching the game of her life, first start of this season, a career high in innings pitched. And right now, 3 outs away from helping her team advance to their first ever Women's College World Series in program history. Patty Gasso is hopeful for a turnaround here, and very quickly in the bottom of the 7th with their 10th consecutive trip to OKC on the line.
Rolling.
Isabella Emmerling, right back up the middle, just the third base hit, but the leadoff batter aboard for the Sooners.
It's the first time they've hit the ball on the ground in 11 at-bats.
Patty Gasso coming out the dugout and going to ask for a pinch runner. Cheney Helton trots to first base. Sophomore Oklahoma native. And can the Sooners rally here? Try to put up 6 runs to tie, or perhaps walk it off. I have to continue to reference where we were last weekend in Lubbock as Texas Tech was down to their final strike and came off and had one of the most unbelievable comebacks we have ever seen.
It's been done.
And the Red Raiders advance and make back-to-back Women's College World Series appearances after their win over Florida. First 2 for that program. under head coach Gary Glasgow. The last time the Sooners came back from 6 or more runs, you have to go back to 2018 when they were able to top the Wichita State Shockers. No 2 count to Abby Dayton. Pulled that one foul and out of play.
It's a different lock-in this season with Abby Dayton, senior year. The mental game, the physical game, the surge in her power numbers, her ability to manage counts, especially in an 0-2 situation here. You've got to have the mental resilience in this situation.
She stands back in, awaits the pitch. That one outside for ball. 389 on the season. Flying out. Walked in this game. That one sent to center field. Another fly out here. And one away. And what a game it has been for Delaney Everett. Better than 6 innings of shutout softball held the Sooners to just 3 hits. And she stands back in, ready once more. She'll face off against the pinch hitter, Alyssa Parker. Parker 3 for 8 as a pinch hitter this season. And in there for a strike is Parker out of the state of Oklahoma. Double-digit home runs. And doesn't need a lot of at-bats to do so. Very efficient when she's had opportunities. That one kept outside. Now 1-2.
This call for the freshman coming off the bench. So valuable for this team. The depth that she provides off the bench for this offense. It's hard to find the best way to use her. Also a pitcher on the staff.
The pitch inside. Did she go around? They say no. Instead, it hits the shoulder of Parker.
Coming together to chat this through. That does hit her on the back of the arm. So that's a great look from our crew. See, it hits the bicep. They did not call a strike on the check swing. Trinket's also out of
Both coaches out.
You know, I never saw the call on the field for the hit by pitch. That was not something we heard.
Rolling on the field is ball 2. Oklahoma is challenging that the batter was hit by pitch.
That's it.
That play will be under a hit.
That's it. I was waiting to see the call from home plate umpire Willie Lopez, and he never once put up his hands and cued a hit by pitch. So they're going to take this to the headset. I'll be shocked if this isn't overturned as a hit by pitch. I mean, we could see it pretty clearly from our view.
Yeah, it appears that again that right bicep, as you mentioned,
And keep in mind, this is the only thing that's under review. So the check swing is not under review. And on that look right there, it appears that the barrel may have crossed home plate. Would have been a strike. But Willie Lopez, home plate umpire, did not call the check swing. So the only thing under review right now is the hit by pitch. You cannot double tip reviews. Important just to clean that up.
This is the second challenge exercise today by Abigail, unsuccessful in her first try. Umpires walk back out.
After further review, the call in the field has changed. The batter has been hit by pitch. He will be awarded first base. Oklahoma will return the challenge.
So the challenge successful. Patty Gasso is able to keep it. And now the Sooners find themselves in a position trying to rally back from 6 runs here with their season on the line. Telling everybody to calm down. Again, when you have a seasoned veteran like Barbary helping to steady the ship and hopeful that it doesn't turn rocky. Again, you've got Delaney Everett just given everything that she has to offer today. Bayani, the 9-hole hitter, now stands in. Flied out both times up.
And the biggest test is in front of her, right? With 2 on and 1 out. Bottom of the order here with Bayani, a stud at the plate, a lot of speed that rolls this lineup over. And then you face the 20 home run club. 20 plus home runs. 5 in a row.
And out number 2 as Bayani, who has been hitless in this super regional. Streak of 399 consecutive games without being shut out on the line. Alabama lasted in the Women's College World Series back in 2019. And now Kai Minor trying to extend the inning. Minor, who had a single back in the third. She's been one of the hot bats throughout the postseason for the Sooners. That one in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now to Kai Minor. Swing and a miss, the cut there. Big moment here. Deuce on the jersey of Minor. 2 aboard. 2 out. The 2-2 count. The 2s have it. The pitch from Everett.
me, I have goosebumps. Just this program, this moment for Mississippi State, but more so for Delaney Everett in the circle. Her first 7-inning complete game of her career and the biggest of her career. 3 hits against the toughest offense in the nation to punch their first ever ticket to the Women's College World Series.
This Bulldog team, St. Ricketts said, an underdog is still a dog. And the Mississippi State Bulldogs are moving on to Oklahoma City. Tip your cap to one of the great seasons we've seen from an OU offense. 52 wins, 10 losses overall. Kicker Wells, 39 home runs, just getting started for the Super Group. But Delaney Everett, Mississippi State, they deserve their shine in their time in the spotlight.
Learned from head coach Sam Ricketts what this moment felt like before Game 3. And there was one answer, convicted answer. There was a looseness, there was a freedom, there was a joy that this team had coming into Game 3, and she clocked it immediately.
And making the play, Zion Romero, and Delaney Everett celebrates afterward. Her teammates join her. And what a special moment, having played here with Oklahoma, but now going to the Women's College World Series as a player with the Sooners, and now Samantha Ricketts does it against her alma mater. Mississippi State.
That was a question we asked their staff is, are you going back to Starkville or are you staying here? Well, they're staying here. They're here for the long haul.
And just moments ago, the wonderful embrace, the great respect. And Patty Gasso congratulating her former player and assistant. St. Ricketts is because Patty Gasso helped to give her a wonderful opportunity. And now Mississippi State is moving on to check this out, St. Ricketts has to be proud. Probably God. Delaney Everett joining us now. One gutsy heck of a performance from you, career best. Describe how you are feeling in this moment.
I have no idea. This is insane. This is literally everything that we have worked for. If you listen to Ricketts and her press conferences, we're priming the pump, we're getting ready for May. This team is built for May. We got all the weapons that we need, and we're just rolling right now.
Delaney, the resilience that you have had throughout your career, the loss of your father, the injuries, the surgeries, just describe the moment and how special it is.
Today is my mom and dad's anniversary, and this was for them. This is for them.
Now your father, Brandon,
and underdog is so freaking dog. That's what I'm talking about. We knew it. We were on the bus. Oh my gosh. Everything that we worked for came through today, and we ain't done yet.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy this moment.
Yes, thank you so much.
Entering this year, only 2 current NCC programs had never made the Women's College World Series until this weekend. Arkansas first, now Mississippi State celebrating on the
KC. Underdog is still a dog. Period.
Tiffany, welcome to McCombs Field in Austin, Texas. Arizona State and second-seeded Texas are in a scoreless game. Third inning. Great pitching matchup we've got for you here. We'll tell our new audience about it when we return to Austin.
Taking a little breather. Corona. La Playa awaits.
He's clean, boss.
Native, huh? Can you explain this clean ingredient stuff?
It works without the aluminum.
How much of it can you get?
Tired of untamable frizz? Forget the flat iron. New Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris. Our first salon-inspired smoothing routine, formulated with sleek care complex with alpha acids for humidity-resistant style and 7 days of frizz control. Everpure Iron Sleek by L'Oreal Paris.
You're really buying a car online on AutoTrader?
Really?
Your search can really be that specific?
Really?
So all you need to do is drop in some info, and we only see cars on budget.
Really? Really?
You can really buy the car totally online.
Really?
And really have it delivered by a dealership.
Really?
Pizza's here!
No, it's our new car.
Buy your car online on AutoTrader.
Really?
Can you bring food too?
Really?
There's salad. There's bread. And if you want the perfect bite in every bite, try the all-new salad stuffers. Take any Panera salad you're craving and stuff it. Stuff it, stuff it, stuff it. The all-new salad stuffers at Panera.
The last 5 national championships won by Oklahoma with a 4-peat and Texas last year. OU is out, shut out by unseeded Mississippi State, which truly makes you feel like anything is possible in this sport this time of year. Kevin Brown, Amanda Scarborough.
Wawa. Wawa.